My headset, isn't it?
What it do? What's going on, good people? It's your boy Smooth and my boy Dane. We here with another episode of Fans Perspective. Sorry, y'all missed us last week. We were supposed to be here last week. I was a little under the weather, but we back and black at y'all again. You feel me? Here to have some fun, run through a few quick topics. So, what's good, Dane?
Living a dream. Got off work. I officially start my vacation. So let's do this.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Me too. I was just rushing back here, getting off a job myself. So I
Make,
feel you, bro.
Making that paper.
Yes,
That
sir.
virtual paper.
So what's going on, people? Already know it's a lot going on. We're gonna get into the NFL Week One. We want to talk about news surrounding sports. People who do sports news. We want to talk about them. We want to talk about fashion in sports as well today. But
Is it
first,
sports?
yeah, exactly. So first, let's get to what I thought was very interesting because we do this. Uh, it's not necessarily a debate show like First Take, but we do have our own opinions on certain things, and we have a give and take. So recently, if everybody don't know, ESPN First Take, which is the number one show, sports talk show in the world, basically. You know what I mean? For the last 5 years, they've been number one. Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, along with Molly Quorum Rose. Recently, the crew broke up. Stephen A. Smith came out. It was rumors saying he didn't want to work with Max no more, or he he wanted to switch it up. And at first, it was quiet, but he finally came out and did an interview, and was like the rumors are absolutely true. He felt like their chemistry was waning. Felt like it needed something to be new, and this is still after being the number one show. Now he just gave his side of the story. We really haven't heard Max talk about it. Max is now with Keyshawn Johnson and Jay Will in the morning. He still has his own radio show as well with ESPN. So he's still around, still on television. But what are your thoughts on it, brother?
I don't have a problem with it. Some people are killing him, but he's been saying this for 3 years. Maybe a number one show. He just said that he needed something fresh.
Mm.
He wanted, like he said, the chemistry wasn't there for, even though they're number one, the chemistry for him and Max. It was nothing personal with Max. He said he went up to Max first and told him, "Hey, I'm not feeling it." He told the higher ups, "Hey, I'm not feeling it. We need something different." He said he gave Max all the praise in the world, saying that he's a good guy to work with. He's a hard worker. His skills are unprecedented, but he thinks the show needs a shake up and needs some fresh blood or just something different to keep it going. Um, Stephen A. even went during an interview went back to say that when he first started First Take with when Skip Bayless brought him on,
Mm-hmm.
that was something different. When they first formed First Take 9 years ago. So he said he knows how his stuff works. He thinks that what him and Max just wasn't meshing correctly. It's almost like I don't blame him because it's something that he didn't create. He just took on a life of his own after Skip left. Like
True.
it'd be like I feel really slighted if it was like something that me and you created and all of a sudden you like, hey, I just want to go solo or I don't think we're mentioning anymore. I think that I think it'd be a little different. But since it is something that he didn't create, um, he gave his opinion. It's totally different from what we do versus what
Yeah.
they do.
And that was my issue. Like I got a little issue with it because you alluded to it first. Like for those people who don't know, and they just hopped on when Stephen A was with Skip Bayless. The show originally was Cold Pizza years
Jalen
ago.
Rose was on it. Jalen Rose was on it
Yeah,
too first.
yeah, and it was I forget the brother. It was a white guy and a white lady. Uh, they used to always host the show too. But this it had nothing to do with Stephen A. It was all Skip Bayless's creation. So you fast forward, Skip leaves, go to Fox, and it became famous with him and Stephen A. So they had to replace Skip, and they found Max. Who Max was around for a while. Max did Around the Horn. He was the original host of that on ESPN. He does the boxing, all of that. So Max been around. Max ain't no newbie to this.
He actually started off doing video games. Max Kellerman, he actually was on G4 Network when he
Yeah,
started off. I used to watch G4 Network, so
yeah, yeah. And he used to do I believe USA Boxing.
yes.
Yeah, I mean? He used to be on there. Like Max been around for a while. Uh I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think Max was getting a lot of people like Max more than they like Stephen A.
It's
You
actually
know,
a YouTube video that's saying that 10 times Max Kellerman was more black than Stephen A. Smith.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think I think that started to rub Stephen A the wrong way, so to speak. And he the big honcho there. He on every damn show. He get paid the biggest bucks there, so he got the biggest voice. But I really felt like because even he had to say himself that Max didn't agree with him leaving the show, that he should leave the show, that they should switch it up. Like
But for
Max,
the last 3 years, he's been
yeah,
saying that.
yeah, like Max just didn't believe that. And my thing is, I think with the climate now, I think he kind of wanted to capitalize, and because it was rumors that he wanted to bring in Magic Johnson or Mike Wilbon for them to do it, or somebody else. I forget. But my thing is, I think it had a little bit to do with jealousy. You feel me? If anybody was going to be gone, I thought it was going to be Molly Quirrell, Rose, because you for a couple years, if you watch the show, you can see the tension between all of them. Like you could see it building. I mean, like it just wasn't the same. Uh, but I just feel like a lot of good things come to an end. A lot of good things come to an end. But like you said, it just feels funny when one has the power to get rid of another on a show that he did not even create. That's what's baffling to me. You know, and I want to see how it move going forward because Max doing like I like Keyshawn and Jay Will in the morning. It used to be Zubin, but he got sick, I believe. So it was just like a carousel of people coming in, filling in. So now they replaced him with Max, and I think it's a good fit. I think that's going to be a dope show. It just come on so damn early. You feel me? Just come on way too damn early.
It the show. I think when it started getting a lot of politicized stuff, and Stephen A. If you notice, he was catching a lot of flack the last 3 or 4 years too. Because remember, a lot of times he would say something to get him suspended.
Yeah, he
Something,
type to be loud and wrong all the damn time.
yeah, like when he was talking about when women getting hit, when the whole
Yeah,
NFL player, I forgot which time he said it, which NFL player did what.
and
I
Michelle
know what he
Beadle
was.
came out.
I know what he was alluding to, but some things you just can't say, man. I mean, even I know that. I say the most incorrect things at times. I just like, cross the line, buddy.
And then even recently as this summer during the Olympics when he was talking about the basketball when he disrespected, who was it that beat the Americans? Was it
Who
Nigeria?
pick a three?
Yeah,
France. France is one.
no, that the African team, no. And he act like he was like,
Right.
man, he act like he couldn't say their names, and he was very disrespectful. He had to come and apologize to that. He had to apologize for Shotani, the baseball player, because
Yes.
they was like he couldn't represent the major leagues because he don't speak English and all that. And but he been getting all this leeway. You feel me? For me, our boy pointed out a long time ago that he wasn't too fond of Stephen A. I don't know if y'all follow Corey Holcomb. That's one of my favorite podcasts to watch, the 5150 show. He always get at Stephen A too. You know, like he'll dog black people, like black athletes. He'll go above and beyond on them. But when it comes to the other persuasion, it's like he ain't as forceful. You feel me? And that's what Kwame Brown was getting at him about too, just recently. Like people just forget that. So you know, I mean, I don't. It's kind of fishy to me that he made Max the scapegoat.
Have you checked out his how much he actually makes for ESPN? He makes millions.
Millions, yes,
Millions.
millions.
You would think ESPN would try to replace him. Well, he's a talent right now. He's a hot thing that people go to listen to for his takes, basically.
But to
Well,
me, recently he been off. Like recently he been real like some of his takes been off, man. They had like you said the YouTube clip about him, the 10 times he was not black. But they also got one when he was talking about baseball, boxing and football, where he just ain't know what the hell he was talking about. He was talking about athletes that wasn't even on certain teams and everything. And like people just gloss over that. People just gloss over that.
now I can tell you where I used to when I was heavily into basketball up until the late 2000s. I say sometime after the Lakers won. No, toward the Golden State years. After Golden State, that's when I kind of start falling off a little bit with basketball. Start being a casual because the super teams killed it. Not the building, not the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like the way they did that. The original Golden State Warriors. But when KD went there, that's when I'm like, oh, you made a powerhouse team almost unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
It took injuries to stop them.
Facts.
That's when I fell out of love. I can probably still go through stats through the '90s for the Bulls and Lakers, Pistons, you name it, Knicks,
Mm-hmm.
up until that point. Football, hit or miss. Tom Brady years, I'm good. Patriots beat the Eagles. Just want to throw that shot out there.
I
No
know.
reason.
I know.
No reason. But no, I can still talk about baseball too. But Stephen A, you get paid all these millions of dollars. You actually at the network. You have no reason not to know the stuff that you should know.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. He got all the so-called sources and everything, and I think I just don't like his attitude towards everything. Like he feel like without them, you used the word earlier, talent. That's the one thing I don't like. You know, I used to go to ESPN Sports and all that to hear the news, to hear the sports news. I didn't go to see your personality, to see you try to become part of the show. Part of the, you're not part of the show, bro. The athletes are. We're here to see the athletes.
Mm.
You feel me? We want to know about the athletes. We don't care about you announcers. We don't care about you. This is what we do. That's why I call it just the fans' perspective, because we're speaking from a fan's point of view. We're not speaking from a point of view of, like, superiority, or like we know better. You feel me? Or like, the athletes wouldn't be nothing without us. Like that's why I love this show. But when he does his show, it seems like he got this attitude, like, you know what I mean? Like, I helped make y'all. And I don't agree with that at all.
You ever notice the way he speaks about certain players? I know this player personally.
Yeah.
I know this. I know blah, blah. I have this inside information. I know this. I know that. Like, you're coming off as arrogant. We don't want to see that. We want to see. We just want to see what you're talking about, the information you want to give us on, and your side of it. We don't care that you know this person personally. I mean, that doesn't make us change our opinion of if this guy's a scumbag or that team needs to do this and do that, or that team needs to get fired their head coach or whatever.
Yeah, just name dropping all over the place. Let's move on from Stephen A. I'm tired of talking about it. Shout out to Max, man. NFL Week 1. What are your takeaways?
Tom Brady still the GOAT.
You still think Tom Brady the GOAT?
At 400 years old, yeah, why not? Man, this guy's 1 year older than me, still pulling tricks out of his hat. In Week 1, it showed me how inept Dallas is and how their lineup is going to really suck this weekend because they just lost another player
Lawrence.
Due to COVID. Another player due to injury.
Lawrence.
Who's going to be out? Who's going to be, I think, ruptured. Make sure I get my teams right because my team is losing players too. We lost Okoda.
Oh, okay.
He's out for the season now.
Yeah, what's the name? The injury bug.
Achilles.
Yeah, injury bug done hit a lot of teams. The Ravens, like, it just decimated the Ravens. Injuries. The whole running back core. I think who they just signed. I think they just signed Le'Veon Bell. And somebody else. It's crazy how far Le'Veon Bell done fell.
Give a shout out to Will, our producer. Le'Veon Bell, Michigan State product.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Le'Veon Bell, but he was once like considered the best running back in the league now.
His style for Pittsburgh worked. I'm not sure how much it's going to do in other teams though, because they cater to the game to him, the run game.
True.
I do like that loss to Green Bay.
Yeah, I got to shout out my boys. You feel me? That's why I wore this. You know what I mean? We whooped that. You feel me? Shout out to Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? Really look good. I'm watching the on the TV. That's why I'm watching the other two bums in the NFC East. Giants and the Redskins. You feel me?
If you got time, I need you to go to 97.1 The Ticket. It's a Detroit sports radio station. Our current radio host is born in New York. Big Giants fan. He goes crazy because his team is a dumpster fire right now, and he knows it. Yeah. And he openly it blows him up every time he talks about it. But
I'm behind. They got who they quarterback? They call him Danny Dimes. How you get it? Nickname Danny Dimes. Like, come on, man. They beat it right now. The score 2017. They're in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter just started. But for me, the best game of the week was that Monday Night Football game between the Ravens and the Raiders.
Dude.
That was one of the craziest endings of a game I have seen in a long, long time, man.
That made NFL exciting.
Yeah. Because just when you thought it was over for the Raiders, they came right back down. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Boom.
Yeah.
Forced the OT. Just when you thought it was over for the Ravens, Raiders about to go in and score. Nope. Nope. Turnover. Ravens ball. Think the Ravens about to go down? Nope. Nope. Lamar Jackson fumble. And then, that's where that big old touchdown. The secondary, if I'm the secondary coach for the Baltimore Ravens, like I am livid at them. I am livid. Because they basically gave up 2 touchdowns in the overtime. Basically. They just got saved because dude knee went down before he got in the end zone. But they basically gave up 2 touchdowns in the OT. And let them come back and force the OT. You feel me? Like that was unacceptable. That was unacceptable.
Yeah. As a fan, don't care
Yeah.
right now because it's not my team, not the team I'm going for, but I love the entertainment. So
Yeah. Did you see once they scored, once the Raiders scored and they panned the camera to Lamar Jackson, so he was sitting down, and this is one thing I like. Immediately when they scored, it was like he seen him go across that goal line. He was like, "That's on me," because he had just fumbled. Like he knew he cost him that game. You feel me? He took responsibility immediately. He was talking to his teammates. He was like, "That's on me." But that was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game.
I mean, somebody posted. I forgot who it is. I'm not gonna say his name. We just got finished talking about him. You can't be an elite quarterback if you can't throw the ball.
But that's true.
Yeah. So
that's true.
And he was talking about Lamar Jackson.
That's true because it's but with them, it's twofold. He ain't got no receivers neither. Like his receivers not creating no separation. You know what I mean? And then he lost his running backs. So
yeah.
But that's a former MVP, man. He didn't have a bad season last year neither. It wasn't his MVP season, but he definitely has to improve his passing. But they got to get him some help. They got to switch up that scheme, get him some. It reminds me of McNabb.
Oh yes,
McNabb
before T.O.
Yeah. We had players like Nate Brown, Todd Pinkston, Charles Johnson, Freddie Mitchell.
What are you mentioning?
Torrance Smalls, know what I mean? Like his favorite, for a long time, his number one receiver was tight end Jack Lewis.
No, the defense.
Exactly. So he used to save the Eagles, man. But it was too much. It was too much. When you give a quarterback like that, who mobile and got an arm, you gotta get him some weapons. You gotta get him some deep threats. You feel me? You gotta stretch that field.
Oh no, since you're in the East, name some Washington Redskins when RG3 is playing. It seems like they don't give these mobile quarterbacks any help, really.
I can't think. Santana Moss there? Or that was before?
Was Porter's there?
He might have been. Damn, that's a good question, though. That's a good question.
We're going to have to do a show on that. Like, are they come up with a topic of that? Because that's I just thought about it. Like, are these mobile quarterbacks getting help? Because name some Michael Vick receivers.
But when he went to the Eagles, he had DeJohn Jackson, he had LaShawn McCoy.
No. When he was with the Falcons.
Oh yeah, when he was with the Falcons, he ain't have. I think he was it Roddy White?
I think that's it.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure about that. But if you look at the league now, most of the quarterbacks, you look at Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Lamar. Who else? Who else out there mobile?
Mahomes. But he has receivers though.
Yeah, Watson. Shit.
Oh, the guy who got torched yesterday and for the Green Bay. He's a mobile quarterback, right? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. It's quite a few mobile quarterbacks now. I think the league has changed, but the thing is, A lot of those got not just because Carson Wentz, when he played for the Eagles, he a mobile quarterback too. But the thing is, they had offensive lines.
Yeah.
A lot of these, that's what it come down to. I don't care how mobile you are. I remember when Vic was with Atlanta and they was playing the Giants, just when Michael Strahan and them was there. And they ripped him. Like they just, I never forget that game, the press conference after the game. Like that man was damn near in tears, Michael Vick. Like, man, we got to switch this up. We got to do so. I can't keep, it was right before the dog incident. I never forget that. He was damn near in tears. He's like, I can't keep taking that punishment. That's because, like you said, I think it alludes to when they don't protect them as much because they expect them to get out the pocket and run, But week 1 was dope. Week 1 was good so far. Like I said, we on to week 2, watching these bums. It's 23-17 now. I really want Washington to win, to be honest with you. I hate the Giants. I hate the Giants with a passion.
I hate the Giants too, but I hate the Washington organization even more.
I can understand. I
mean,
football.
I hate scumbag organizations more than I hate players.
The owner.
Yes. Dan Snyder. Yeah. He could take one. I hate Dallas even more.
Yeah, man. Don't even get to me talking about Dallas, bro.
Oh, I'm with you. My hatred for Dallas is up there above Duke.
They could go 0-16 for the rest of my life, and I would.
And it still won't be good enough for me.
You feel me? You feel me? I want them to lose badly all 16.
I like that ain't good enough. I need more. I need blood.
For real, man.
I need Jerry Jones' ring finger on my table right now with the championship ring.
Word up.
Because that Dallas game still pisses me off. The playoff game against Detroit.
Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it does.
Never forget it, man. We was on our way. We was on our way to actually winning a playoff game in 1,700 years. It's just.
Well, listen, they ain't did shit in about 1,700 years themselves. They still living off the 90s. That's over. That's over.
America's team.
And then I'm trying to figure out how they get dubbed America's team. You feel me? Every time you turn on the sports talk, I'm mad we talking about them right now. You feel me? Hell with them. You know what I mean? Hell with them. The only reason why I'm mentioning these two bums is because they playing tonight. I'm kind of mad, man. Really take that shit off. I don't want to see this.
Put the test pattern up or something, man. Don't put that up.
We don't care about them. We don't care about them. But all right, let me ask you. Going forward, I know it's only week 1, but who do you think is going to be a surprise good team, and who do you think is not going to be as good as everybody think they are?
Ask me in week 4.
Actually, week 4. Yeah. I feel like I don't see Kansas City getting back. I think they missed their window.
That accident last year that hurt their 2 offensive linemen, not accident, but the 2 linemen that got hurt last year, that was their win. That was their
I think that
was their security blanket. That was their last. Yeah. Then an accident with Andy Reid's son.
Mm-hmm.
They lost their mojo.
Yeah, I really like, everybody was talking about Patrick Mahomes might have a chance to catch Tom. Like, I don't see it. Like, I love Tyreek Hill. Kelsey is amazing, but like, I just don't. I feel like when Green Bay, when Aaron Rodgers won that first Super Bowl, everybody thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be there a few more times. Ain't been back since. Ain't been back since.
Yeah, they came close a couple of times, but
yeah,
thank God. I hate Green Bay. Yeah, NFC North.
yeah,
I can't. Yeah.
I can
So,
dig it.
um,
But
I like Patrick Mahomes, but to try to catch Tom Brady, that was an anomaly right there. Tom Brady and the Patriots. I don't know what space alien craft that Bill Belichick came out of, but that guy, yeah.
yeah, and I think a surprise team. I'm gonna go with my Eagles, man. I know everybody gonna be like, "Well, yeah, of course you gonna say that." Like, but
No,
like,
no, they actually look good.
yeah,
Um,
think
my
Jalen.
surprise team, New Orleans. If you want to do it now,
Okay, okay, yeah.
because it'll be surprised because Jameis Winston played lights out. But did you see that? Did I give you the interview that he had after the post game?
I ain't
They
see
asked,
it.
oh, okay. I have to send it to you after the show. But
You might have sent it to me, and I just ain't get a chance to get to look at it. What did he say? How he was coming?
I can't, I can't do it right now.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
All right.
He asked him, "Can we play the audio wheel?" Or no, we get fined. So taking off the air forever. No, okay. Just watch it.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I like Jameis though. I like Jameis. I remember the when Drew Brees was there for one of the games, and what wasn't him that popped up in the camera? It was going up the west side or something like that with Drew Brees. Like, yeah,
No,
no, man.
no, he did this.
Yeah.
Because remember he was with Tampa Bay and he gave it.
Mhm.
I want to eat a W. That's why I want to eat a W. I'm like, oh my god, Jameis, no.
Yeah, Jameis is funny. Jameis is funny. I like Jameis.
It's one of those skits right there.
Okay. So before we leave the football and talk about Westbrook real quick. Who top 3 quarterbacks? Top 3. You're on 2.
Oh, okay. I got one easy. He's an ex-Lions quarterback by the name of Matt Stafford that plays for the Rams.
Wow, you got top 3? Stafford.
Right now, it's week 1. Anything can happen. It's not Aaron Rodgers getting blown up for 3 points.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about Aaron, but yeah.
I don't want to because
you got Stafford.
Why not? You see the numbers he put up?
Okay. Who else?
Not Tom Brady. Even though Tom Brady's my number 1 quarterback, I can't go with Tom Brady.
Okay.
Son of a gun. That was a good game. Monday.
Yeah.
I can't put Lamar in there. He gave it up.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't get nobody else.
I'm gonna go top 3 for the week. I'm gonna go Kyler Murray. I'm gonna get Jameis.
I was thinking him, but I was like on the fence.
I'm gonna give Jameis his just due, and I'm gonna be a homer once again. To my boy Jalen Hurts. Now I mean number 3.
No, if he played terrible and you gave it to him, then I'd be like, oh, okay, we got to stop the show. But hey, it is what it is.
For real. Nah, I mean, so they're my top 3. All right, that's enough football. We're gonna get into something. Have a little fun with it.
Can we talk about Stephen A. Smith before we talk about this cross-dresser? I mean, Russell Westbrook.
What y'all think? I like that. Well, Russell Westbrook dresses up. Show the picture for the people.
Yes, God.
Okay. Now, is he trolling, or do you really?
He might have been hanging out in West LA. If anybody know anything about West LA, you need to go.
Well, he was getting frisky in Frisco. Listen, man. Prince had his ass out. and everybody was still listening to Prince. You feel me? I
It's a
ain't mad.
difference, though. It's a difference
What's the difference? What's the difference to me?
between Prince and Russell Westbrook, who claims to be a manly man, a guy, a man's man. Now he's going to wear a dress. Prince was always a freak.
But my thing is,
Yeah.
you feel me? We all hear about the agenda. You know what I'm talking about. Now he look a little. He look now right there is a little woo.
We're not judging.
You feel
We're
me?
not judging.
It's a little sass right there. It's a little sass in that pic right there. I ain't. But you know, what I mean, he got the dyed hair and everything. This was Fashion Week. Well, it was Fashion Week. So I think he was just exploring different fashions. It reminds me of when ASAP Rocky, he was wearing a dress. I even think Kanye did it. You know, quite a couple other people did it. My thing is, when I look to these athletes, bro, I'm not like I could say LeBron's my favorite athlete, right? But he doesn't influence me by what he believes politically, how he lead his life, or whatever. And that's the same way Russell Westbrook is one of my favorite basketball players. But once it's over, once them clock hit triple zeros, bro, I don't know these dudes. I don't let these dudes influence me about what they do. And I think if more people look at it that way, I mean, just accept them for who they are and what they do. Anything outside of that, you ain't got to rock with.
I'm sorry. I'm still mad at LeBron for the shorts and the suit jacket and the purse during the finals.
He told everybody to do better. You feel me? he told everybody to do better when he walked away. You know what I mean? Do better. And he had some sass with him when he walked off too.
When he put the glasses on and walked away with an attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like them comments. Like a lot of people was coming at him, man. Like Russ got a lot of flack for that, man. Russ got a lot of flack for that. You feel me? I even commented under one of them pics. It was like, nah, because you know what I mean? It was just a knee-jerk reaction. Just like, nah, you feel me? But it's really not my place, bro.
Who wore it better? Lil Nas X or him?
Hey man, listen, we ain't about to get canceled, bro.
No, I was just asking a question. You
feel me?
Did it better?
The alphabet boys and girls will come at us.
No, it's not my style. I'm old school where I like men wearing pants and women wearing dresses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just that old school. I'm not saying that.
But see, here's my thing though. This is what when people say that old school. You feel me? You act like Bootsy Collins wasn't old school. And I know you listen to some Bootsy Collins music. Don't tell me you didn't listen to some Bootsy Collins music.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
Okay, man. That man used to look crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That man used to look crazy. And there was a lot of them back then. The 70s was weird, bro. We talk about now. We talk about now, like, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You cannot be that. How's your computer that fast? That's what I want to know.
Because he probably was thinking the same thing. It's like this ain't nothing new to me.
No, it's not.
And I think that, you know, since everybody has an opinion now, like even with us with this show, you feel me? It's a lot of. Now, I don't want to say the word. It kind of is judgmental. We do judge people, but look at this guy right here, man. Come on, man.
No,
my mom had them shoes, man. Come on, man. Look at that, man. That's probably.
This gonna happen This gonna happen next month. Where we talking about Halloween, but I'm just saying it's like Barney threw up and threw in a wig.
You know, so I like when he do stuff like that. You know, a lot of people be like he influencing the youth because he got so much Like, nah, man, raise your kids. Y'all raise your kids. How you gonna influence them? You
No,
know?
listen to
Yeah.
Charles Barkley. He's not a role model.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't, I'm gonna never wear it. You feel me? I ain't about to be nowhere with nobody who wearing it. You
Now,
feel me?
now, now, notice I didn't kill him. I just said something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't say like, man, he shouldn't be doing that, whatever. I just said it wasn't for me.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, you do you. I tell my kids one thing, like, hey, um, daddy doesn't do that. That's it.
Yeah, I just, what he better do. This is what I know what he better do.
Win a chip.
Exactly. Like, he better come to play. He better. All this stuff is cool. That's my one thing about the modern athlete, bro. I was watching the Knucklehead podcast. They had Dr. J on. Dr. J was my dad's favorite player by far. My great grandma loved him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You should watch it. It's a dope. They just did it. It just released it yesterday, I
Oh,
believe.
see,
Yeah.
okay. I thought I was way behind. Like, what the
No,
heck?
no, 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 no. Just released
Okay.
it. Amazing interview. Amazing. Like Doc cool as hell. And MJ even said it once. And the man who shall remain nameless that we spoke about earlier, he even said it too about a lot of the old school players, the issues they have with the young players. And I get it now. It's so much money, bro, out there that they creating. It's like, well, the main thing is the main thing, and that's basketball. That's why y'all here. You feel me? If y'all not going to take this serious and be more so, like, that was a knock on Shaq. Like, Shaq was supposed to have more rings, but he was too busy doing other things and wasn't taking it serious. You feel
He
me?
even said that during this. He even said it during his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah, it's like, so should we celebrate? Y'all want us to celebrate y'all athletically, but y'all, I don't feel like y'all giving us 1,000% out there on that court because y'all so pulled in other directions. Miss me with the skill argument. Or they more skilled? What about the dedication?
Now, is go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead.
What you just said, I can sort of agree with you and disagree because they didn't have the same opportunities as the modern athlete does now.
True.
Maybe because maybe Kareem, people probably say they didn't because remember he played in a Bruce Lee movie
True.
and he also played in Airplane as a
True.
pilot.
Wilt was out there doing some things too.
Yeah. Yeah, so they didn't have the same clock, I don't think, or the same representation to get pulled in those directions. Only person I can say that put in, I'm not gonna say only person, but well maybe Kobe, who was a psychopath in his own right, because this guy just
But even Kobe, I remember Kobe being on
NBA Hang Time, a couple of comedy shows.
we did a couple sitcom episodes he did. I think he did it In the House or Moesha, something like that.
Moesha,
Yeah.
I think.
No, I mean, I know he did a couple shows.
No, it was In the House because him
In
and
the
Derek
House.
Fisher. Yep, In the
Yeah,
House.
it was
Him and
In the
Derek
House.
Fisher.
And like, I ain't mad at that. But my thing is, like when you watch basketball now, like when you turn on the game, TNT, whatever, it's like it's a runway show before the game. It's like they want to show everybody outfit. Like, nah, that's not what I'm here for. You feel me? Like, what's that got to do with what I want to watch basketball, bro? I don't give a damn about what y'all wearing. You feel me?
It started in the '90s, showing everybody. Why you want to show people getting off the bus? I don't care about that.
Like get to the show has become the thing instead of the game, and I think that's one thing Doc had said years ago. I think I heard him say during when he used to do game. He was like, the show has become bigger than the game, and I'm not here for the show most time. I'm there for the game. like let's get into the nitty gritty. Even now, like doing this show, we talked about football. We got into some this, that, and the third, but we ain't really, we talking about the show that surrounds sports. You feel me? That's what it has become to today. Like the show that surrounds sports, and it's not,
It's everything in the show. I mean, it's everything around the sport. The sport's just filling in time. Then everything after that too.
Exactly.
Like, what did he do before the game? What did this? What is he doing this outside this basketball life? Oh, there's a game playing, guys. Let's show that.
Let's show that. Like, I mean, so like, all that's cool, but when it comes down to that's the one thing. All right, Stephen A was right about it, because I was feeling some type of way when Stephen A said it, because like I said, Westbrook, one of my favorite players. Last season for the Wizards, I think he had like a 30 point, 20 assists, triple double, right? And Stephen A was like, okay, we already know you can do this. You gave us a 20-20-20. You know what I mean? When Nick died. You know what I mean? We already know. Can you win though? Like, we tired of seeing that. We know you can do that. You done average a triple-double 4 out of the last 5 years. Salute. You're amazing. You averaged the most assists last year than anybody in the last 26 years. You feel me? They don't even talk about that. But going into the season, they don't even got you ranked in the top 5 point guards. Why is that? You led the Wizards to the playoffs. They ain't been there in a few years. Because I think he'd be so focused on, and his response was, I'm already a legend, or my legacy is more than just like, nah, bro. Like this, we talking basketball. We talking basketball. Fuck all that other. I don't want to hear that.
Remember, basketball used to be measured by championships people wanted to get. I don't remember that anymore.
Yeah, it used to be measured by competing too. You know what I mean? By competing, like who you going against. Like now it's like, man, I got my bread. I'm putting up these numbers, and that's that. And like, that's cool. I ain't mad at nobody about getting their bread. Get that money. You know what I mean? It's a business. You only got a short time. You feel me? You can get injured, everything. Get all the money you can. Don't be loyal to no organization, none of that. I ain't with none of that. But what I'm saying is, when you get on that court, give me a product I can feel like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, I was never an Allen Iverson fan. Never.
Really?
Never. I was never an Allen Iverson fan.
I'm not mad at you for it. Just really, okay.
Yeah, I was a Stephon Marbury, Ray Allen, all them. I mean, like, I was never
those Connecticut connections.
And then I was a Jerry Stackhouse. You know, I'm a Tar Heel baby. So when he came and then then when they got rid of Jerry Stackhouse, you know what I mean? It was FAI. You feel me? I was never AI. I was never a Kobe fan. Never. But guess what? I always had a high level of respect for both of them, because I know they never cheated me when they got on that court as far as competition and trying to win. You feel me? I can't say that for everybody now. I can't say that for everybody. You know, like, I'm really nervous about the next generation of players coming in, because at one point we all used to say about Russ, it's like Russ don't cheat. He play at, but it's, to me, he just play at one speed. You feel me? That's all. They used to be like, Russ don't cheat the game, but I'm like, he just play at one speed. He know he the most athletic point guard there is out there, so that's what he used as his advantage. But is he really trying to win? And that's what I want to see this year. I don't care about that dress. You feel me?
I forgot we was talking about that.
Yeah.
God.
You feel me? You win a championship, then you can wear a dress.
Yeah, put some in your arsenal.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so
that was my biggest gripe with Carmelo. Like, do you really want to win? Then I hear stories about from one of my favorite point guards, Chauncey Billups, saying that in a losing effort, Carmelo can be happy that he scored 30 points. In a winning effort, he scores 17 or 20 points. Man, he's pissed. I don't get that.
And that's not a good teammate. That's not a good teammate. I remember when Chauncey said that. I was mad Chauncey said that on national TV. He said that on ESPN pregame, I think. Either pregame or halftime. I remember I was watching when he said that. I'm like, damn, Chauncey, you ain't have to throw him under the bus right then and there like that. Like, damn.
That's what we do in Detroit, dude.
You feel me? But, he had a point. I remember AI. When AI went there to Denver, I remember they did an interview. I don't know if John Thompson was doing an interview or somebody. And AI was like, I be telling Melo, like, bro, if I was your size, I'd be averaging 30 and 10. You feel me? He said that. I remember watching that interview. AI said that. He was like, I tell Melo all the time, if I was his size, I'd be averaging 30 and 10. Easy. You feel me? So right then and then I knew Melo moved that he played the way he wanted to play. He just wanted to score. He wasn't really about everything else or just making his teammates better. You feel me? He was just like, listen, y'all can't stop me. I'm gonna just go get mine. You know what I mean?
He was playing street ball basically in the NBA.
Yes. Well, that's what it is, people. We went a little bit over. I didn't even expect this to go this long, to be honest with you.
Hey, you have fun, man, at your job.
Yeah.
You want to stay?
I'm bugging, Skrill. I'm bugging on what?
What?
No AI slander shall be tolerated. Ain't nobody see. Listen, that's when comprehension and context is important, my brother. I was giving AI props. I was just letting you know, and as you know, because I know you a Sixers fan, I hate the Sixers, so therefore I hate AI. You feel me? And he got rid of my boy Stackhouse, so there's no forgiving that. You know what I mean?
That was the craziest team to make the finals. AI and a whole bunch of misfits.
Yeah, see, but that defense was serious though. That defense was serious.
Dikembe Mutombo, was it Tyreek Hill? No, Tyreek Hill.
Tyrone Hill.
Tyrone Hill, thank you.
He was
Tyrone
scared.
Hill. Eric Snow couldn't shoot the ball.
You feel me? You had Tar Hill, George Lynch.
Who, man, come on.
Yeah, know what I mean? You had who else? Aaron McKee. Out of Philly, I believe Aaron McKee is from Philly. Who else you had on there? Damn, who else was on that squad? Matt Geiger.
Yes, the ball-headed guy. Yes.
Yeah. I think they had Jermaine Jones, something like that. Yeah, I think Jermaine Jones was on that squad too. Yeah, I believe Jermaine Jones was on that squad too. They had a defensive squad and
an offensive juggernaut called AI.
Yep. You feel me? And like Aaron McKee was the one hitting the big shots and all of that. I remember that. I hated them though. The hell with them. You know what I mean? The hell with them.
Don't worry, I don't have COVID. He just makes me laugh.
The hell with AI. Feel me? Kobe too, for that matter.
Hey, come on now.
I'm talking about basketball.
I know, but
I hated the Lakers, man. Them two is two pieces. They was the same player. One was just 6'7". You feel me? It was the same exact player. One was just 6'7". You feel me?
With handles.
Yeah, with handles. Same exact player though. Same exact player. They didn't care who was guarding them. They were shooting that thing. How many people was guarding them? They were shooting that. You feel me? Like y'all and Kobe was wilding out there on that court. Y'all gotta go back and look at some of them. Feel me? Look at some of them highlights.
You're not lying. That's why I'm not stopping you. Keep going.
Like, that shit was crazy. He's like, yo, what is he doing? You feel me? Like, what is he doing?
Pass it. He's open. No, Ron.
You feel me? So, I mean, I always had a high level of respect. Always had a high level of respect for their games because I knew they was nice, knew couldn't nobody guard them. But I definitely wasn't like a fan.
Now, before we leave, the funny story from Kobe after he passed was a YouTube clip. He made Jeremy Lin tell him, "Why'd you shoot that ball?" Even though it went in, he made the he like, "All right, tell me what you saw."
Yeah.
You just won the game. He just won the game for you. Why'd you take that shot?
Jeremy did I believe it was with All the Smoke, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, Jeremy Lin, and he was talking about Kobe, and he said he finally earned Kobe respect a little bit, but they didn't. He was like Kobe used to ride him. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't. We just strictly rest in peace to Kobe. I don't want nobody to think we taking shots at Kobe, but I think a lot of teammates really didn't rock with Kobe like that.
Smooch Parker is number one.
Yeah, just like a lot of MJ teammates.
Horace Grant.
Yeah, Horace Grant said we could fight.
Robert Parrish.
Right? Yep,
Robert Parrish was another one.
Yeah, like they ain't really like MJ like that.
Will Perdue.
I think Luke Longley got a special out too.
Oh yeah, it's out. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, though. I gotta watch
it. One Giant Leap. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, and he talked because he ain't want to be a part of it. He felt like it was some stuff. And then MJ got a interview when he talking about Strictly. This lady was interviewing him, and Strictly just talking about Luke Longley. So if y'all get a chance, that's on YouTube too, and it's recent, like real recent. So y'all can check that out. But yeah, that Luke Longley documentary.
Oh, see, from the word I got was that it was a scheduling conflict why Luke Longley wasn't really in the special MJ Bulls special. Okay. During the pandemic. Okay.
Luke ain't like how that shit was going, and that's why Scotty been acting like how because Scotty ain't like that shit neither.
But the year prior, they was talking about how it was supposed to be a Chicago Bulls thing. I was like, yes. That was my team in the 90s. But then as soon as it comes out, more focus on MJ. Then I'm like, I like MJ. MJ my man, but
it took a whole different turn. But we done went on for a whole nother tangent for another 10 minutes. I know Willie like, what the hell is going on? But
man, press the button, Willie. Just get us out of here. Don't even, you know our stats from the real show.
Yeah,
man, just
yeah. Run over, go right to the music. Bang.
Hit the button.
That's the fans' perspective, y'all.
Catch us Monday nights. Hit the button, Will. And he's